Hey guys, Jay here, and here's some more Bandicoot updates. It's just a little small one, but people found out that with Crash Bandicoot 4, it's about time where they had the pre-orders go up for the digital edition on the PSN store and Microsoft store. They found out that they had a little blurb at the bottom saying that there was going to be microtransactions in the game. Now, what people speculate about the microtransactions is that it's probably going to be for costumes, and more people were worried about them being, DLC levels. I wouldn't go that far, but maybe in the future, if they do plan to decide to do that, they'll have level packs for Crash 4. It's about time. Probably remix levels from the other 3 games. But from my gut feeling is that it's gonna be for the cosmetic side, where you get to have Crash, Coco, Cortex, and some other characters being some of the favorite costumes that they've had from around the IP. Activision saw that people will pay money for cosmetics such as costumes at a heartbeat, or in a heartbeat. I mean, I didn't with CTR. I just played the game normally and I had enough money to buy the costumes that I wanted. But for the cosmetics being microtransactions, it's not that bad. It will pay for the game handsomely, I guarantee you that, because people want their favorite characters to be in some really cool costumes if they so choose to. And what gives that away is that the Totally Tubular pack, which is a pre-order exclusive, which has Coco and Crash in redesigned 90s garb, which is pretty cool. Not so much on Crash, but Coco, I do like that on her, which says to the president that they are not going to skimp on the cosmetics. But I see it on the other side, people are going to get really pissed off at Activision making Toys for Bob do this, because most of these could just be unlocks for getting gems or crystals, or doing time trials and getting special costumes for it as a reward. But as games get more expensive, they have to find ways to make this profitable, because at the end of the day, this is a business. But at the end of the day, if this is just microtransactions for costume packs or costumes in general, I have no qualms with it. Per se, it kind of sucks that they didn't relegate them to being unlockables for getting gems, crystals, or just not dying in a level or time trials. It's a little shame, but you have to know that this is the business and they have to make money on the game. And this is for about $60, going to be over 100 levels with possibly 5 playable characters. They're doing a lot to satisfy Crash Bandicoot fans. Questionable update and artistic style to Crash and Coco for this generation of video games. That aside, this is being really cool. I just want to know what kind of microtransactions are there. If it's just purely cosmetic, then I have no issues whatsoever about it, and people are just making a mountain out of a molehill because it's really not that big of an issue. Of course, they have their own opinions and they're entitled to that, but I just see it as people just getting antsy about having pay gates for levels or extra levels that should be free if they're on the disc. But so far, Toys for Bob hasn't done that, and Activision hasn't done that for Crash. Because from the Insane Trilogy, we had 2 free levels that they didn't have to do for a time. I know that Stormy Ascent was quote-unquote free for people who already bought the game for about a month or so, but in all subsequent re-releases of the game, you get those for free if you get the updated version of the disc. With that being said, what are your guys' thoughts on the digital version confirming that there's going to be in-game purchases by Vita, by most likely having costumes that you could buy from the shops? Me personally, I don't really care. If I buy one, I buy one, but it has to be a really good one. Now, I want you guys to stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one.
418, 419, 420. Ugh. I hope Megamouth is ready for the workout. Otherwise, I got 2 new